What's up, everybody? It's Thursday morning, 12:36. I really don't want to make this right now. I'm tired. I haven't eaten all day, but I don't have a choice. I have a 25-minute video made about, well, a lot of stuff, but there's something else in there about that Russian. I was just watching somebody on here, Freedom Fighter 2127. All he really does is like the news, but he's a Christian. One of the stories that he spoke about today was a Russian that disappeared in Detroit. And the article said, was he just a tourist who was kidnapped, or was he Spetsnaz, Russian forces, that is now somewhere in the United States? I'm telling you. Somewhere in the Bible it says that if two people speak the same thing, then if God has shown more than one person. Servant of God has posted a couple times about Russian forces in the U.S., on U.S. soil. Here's the thing. I said something to my wife before. I'm like, I met one. These people don't understand. She's like, you met two. What do you mean? When the baby went for his Lyme disease the second time, I spoke about it in the video. I have to post it tomorrow. It's just too late today. This doctor was fluent. When I called, the lady's like, the doctor you originally had is not here. We have another doctor here. I can't pronounce his name. I've just been calling him Dr. Thor. Thor Gazinski or Thor Gazatsky or some long Polish Russian name. And he was a fake. He didn't exist. I Googled him after I left Danville Hospital. No pictures. It says that he told us that he was a doctor for 30 years. He's been dealing with Lyme disease since it came out, which it came from a military base, just in case nobody knows. And he treated my son like a lab rat, twisting his arm, going, didn't speak to him, not once, wouldn't look me in my eyes. He didn't exist. Googled him, his name didn't come up. Well, his name did come up. It says he's a student. Gave some office in Connecticut. No pictures, no merits, no awards. Still says he's just a student. Alright? You've been a doctor for 30 years. Why are you still a student? Because it was a fake. They're here. Get used to it. And get ready. We all know where this is headed. One world government. Everybody bows down to Satan. It's all orchestrated. It's all one big play. There is no Russia and the U.S. It's them and us. And here's how it happens. The Iron Curtain never fell. It was all an act. Communism was a staged event. Well, no, that's not right. Stalin killed more people than Hitler. It's all just it's an act. It's one big giant play. Here's how it happens. The United States, the United Socialist States of Russia, or whatever they call themselves now, invade Ukraine. NATO intervenes, which means we're involved. Putin declares war on Russia, or on the United States. They're already here. That's why we are not showing Ukraine all the intelligence we have. Why not give it to them? Because it has to happen this way. It has to. That's why Obama told Putin, I'll have more wiggle room after the election. Because it's all staged. They're here. They are here. I'm telling you, they're here. It's all one big act. And I don't know if it's going to happen after. Like in my stomach, I'm almost always in panic mode because it feels like any second it's just going to hit. I don't know if they're going to use Yellowstone going off, which there's a news blackout in Yellowstone, and 334 earthquakes in the month of March in Yellowstone Park. Not a word about it. I don't know if they're going to wait until a cataclysmic event, or if, how easy would it be to conquer what is left of the United States after a massive eruption like that. That's why Holder, it was just on there too, Holder has, the ATF is going to have a whole fleet of drones just to follow gun owners. I don't own a gun. They follow me. I had a drone right in front of me. Right in front of me. It was my own fault. I was running my mouth. I knew they were following me, so I was being a jerk. It has nothing to do with taking away the American citizens' rights in this government. Our government is non-existent. It is them. It has nothing to do with the Constitution. Alright, that's another thing. Constitutional Convention has been ratified. Enough states voted that they're all going to get together and change the Constitution. The cataclysmic event's going to happen. Constitution gets changed. Russia declares war on the United States. The soldiers are here. Whoever's left gets rounded up. And then once all the stuff from God starts happening, people are going to hate God. That's why we're going to get rounded up. Because once stuff starts falling from the sky and the demons get out of the pit and men are tortured for 5 months, they're going to look at us with hatred. And we're going to go. Servant of God has seen them burning Bibles, stopping people on the street, frisking them. People have no idea what's coming, man. I took a friend of mine to court today, to this little town called Tunkanak, Indian name. And this dude got up, his mother got up on the stand, and in tears asked the judge, why has the system failed my mentally handicapped son? He is what society deems as crazy. She said the last thing she saw that really made it sink in was him sitting in his truck arguing with somebody that wasn't there. Now in my mind, I know he's possessed. But they don't. Science overrules that. After the court hearing, I wanted to go up to the mother and tell him the only place you're going to find relief is God. But that's not even the point. They threw this dude in state prison. You could tell when he was walking over, they had him all Thorazined out, like this dude is incompetent. He needs someone to exercise him. But since society doesn't deem that real, he needs mental treatment. They send him to state prison. They gave him 18 to 60 months. He's been in jail 16 months, so his family's all excited. Oh, he gets out in 2 months. I've been in state prison. He doesn't get out for a year. He goes to a classification jail where people like him don't fare well. They won't separate him because of his charges. There is no mental health help for people like that in prison. She cried, man. I was in tears. It took all my strength not to walk down there and put my hand on him. I have tears in my eyes now just thinking about it. It broke my heart. They have pushed our father so far out of our lives that dude could have been healed. If I walked up and started laying my hands on him, they'd have locked me up. They would have said I was the crazy one. And it's intentional. That's why they don't care about mental health, because they know what the root of mental health is. Possession. Demons. Satan. They know the cause. They've convinced everybody that the cause isn't real and try and push medicine down everybody's throat that blocks the pineal gland that is the one thing that will heal them. Because once that gland's blocked, God is blocked. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Sorry. It broke my heart, man. And then I get up to go to the bathroom, and as I'm sitting there thinking, I'm watching this whole thing, and I have tears in my eyes, and I know, if I go down there, I could fix this dude. I know I could. Well, I wouldn't do it. He would allow me to do it. And I leave to go to the bathroom, and I think, man, when I come back, I wish I could just walk by him and put my hand on him. And he was out in the hallway, and he wasn't in cuffs, which I've never seen nothing like that. Every time I went in front of the judge, you're cuffed. And I chickened out. He was also surrounded by sheriffs and his family and everything else, but if I'd have walked up and then I go to walk into the courtroom, and some PO with demons and hate in his eyes, how many times have you been told about the hat? I was told about having my hat on in the courtroom, which I should know better, but honestly, I was never on the other side. Every time I went in, I was in chains. I never got to sit in the booths. They come over, told me to take my hat off, so I took it off. But I went to walk back in. This is a courthouse, he says. How many times have you been told about that hat? I said, listen, man, you don't respect the citizens. What do I care? I don't recognize you people. You just locked up a mentally handicapped retard and put him in a cage with a bunch of animals who are going to do nothing but torment him. And those demons are going to drive that dude out of his mind. This place sucks. This place is rotten and evil and horrible. I hate it here. Sorry. Thank God. This is going to be over soon. I didn't want to make this too long, so I'm just going to end it. They're here. If you don't believe me, pray, and he will show you. And once you're shown, you have the responsibility to tell everybody that you can. Because it's coming. That's it. God bless.